Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto I.O., the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is... What do you think it is? Guess. It's not important. Let's get on to the news. Binance pushes new stablecoin as it confirms plan to cease BUSD support. Interesting. Uniswap lawsuit judge calls Ether a commodity in dismissal order. The judges are starting to side with the people. They see what's coming down the road and they don't want to get chased with pitchforks. And last but not least, Bitcoin ETFs have a 75% chance of approval this year, says Bloomberg analyst. Right. All right. Housekeeping. Guys, per usual, if you do enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Like the videos, turn on the bell, the whole nine, smash the like button. If you do anything, just click the like button. It helps get this out to other people that potentially see it, learn about crypto, get involved, and pump our bags. I mean, your bags, the bags, all the bags. Pump the crypto, right? That's the point of this, is exposure. Outside of that, if you guys want breaking news, anything big that breaks, because I only plan on doing one video a day, you know, just the news in the morning. If anything does break and you want to catch wind of it, I do plan on doing that here on X. So if you want up-to-date stuff before I do my morning videos, if you don't want to wait till the next day to hear about it or see about it or be updated, Boring Crypto IO on X is where I'll be posting those things. So please follow on X. Outside of that, current market cap, let's go. Current market cap, guys, let me refresh this. 1.08 trillion, down 0.79% from yesterday. Bitcoin dump sitting at 48.9%. ETH dump's 18.9. Wow, where's the money going? ETH ticking down, Bitcoin ticking down. Where's the money? Is it in alts? People just not trading? Who knows? 13 Gwei, gas has calmed down, thank you. 13 Gwei will get you an ETH transaction. Currently sitting at 40 on the Fear and Greed Index. Neutral. Ticked up, I think yesterday was 39. I don't remember. Still kind of moving sideways after the pump, guys. Slight pullback. We're going to talk about that shortly. Let's look at the 24 hours on the top 100. Not a lot going on. Looked like we were going to be getting some excitement, but that faded real fast. Flash in the pan, I guess, right? Nothing looking too crazy. H-bar down 3.68%. Maker Dow is pumping 8.3% on the up. XCC down 5.6. 4.27 for the down on synthetics. $3.29 down KuCoin shares. Pepe still bleeding. Pepe down 21% on the week. Meme coins, guys. Meme coins. You know how I feel. GMX down 6.39%. And AASTR down 6.03% for the day. Bitcoin. 4 hour. First of all, let's start here. The pullback was inevitable after this God candle. Like I said yesterday, my bearish sentiment is that we hit the bottom of the original descending wedge. We got rejected from it. 27.6 didn't hold. We fell right through it. We bounced off of that 27.3. I was hoping that would hold. Did not. Broke below it. And now it's turning into resistance. Not good. The last time we did something like that, guys, like this is exactly what we did right here with this little triangle. Again, this is a 4 hour, so it's not going to look as pretty as maybe the 1 hour, but we had a big breakout, started to consolidate, and we broke back down to the downside. Down to the downside. Yeah, guys, you know what I do. I don't talk well. I don't even know why I chose to do a YouTube channel. I'm such a moron sometimes. Anyway, this could potentially happen again. Don't be surprised if it does. Be prepared. That's what I'm just trying to teach you guys. If you're new or you're just, again, let's start here. I gotta say it. I have to say it. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm even a terrible trader. I have no idea what I'm doing at the time. Don't pay attention to me. I'm just a random dude in a room making YouTube videos. That being said, I'm just trying to help you guys understand to not have bias when you're trading, right? Be prepared for downside moves. Be prepared for upside moves, right? But if we replay what we just did last week, what was it, the week before? It was about a week ago, week and a half ago. We had our pump. We got excited. We flagged. We consolidated and then dumped right out of it. I would not be surprised if that happens again, guys. This is it. This is the final shakeout, right? This is the final, like, kick you in the teeth. You think we're in the bull market and we're not before we go into the bull market. This is my third. This will be my third cycle when we start going, guys. It's something I've seen. Just be ready, you know. With that being said, again, there's no point to spend a ton of time on Bitcoin in the chart because there's not a lot going on. Per usual, or you know, obviously in front of you, we need to break this 27.3 and flip it back into support before we move back to the upside. We strongly need to break this 27, we'll call it 28 line, as well as this bottom trend line for the descending wedge. Before we can move to the upside. If we break down, you know, the levels, nothing new here. Let's just look at them a little bit cleaner. Strong support at that 25.816, and then red lines 25.6, 25.2, 25 flat. We lose 25 flat. I'm looking for 24.2. Outside of that, if we break lower than that, I don't even want to think about it right now. A lot of people call for 20K. We'll see what happens. Be prepared. That's all I'm getting at. To the news. Binance pushes new stablecoin as it confirms plan to cease BUSD support. Paxos has earlier said it will halt support for Binance's stablecoin by February of 2024. Now, the exchange has said it will also stop support by that time. Crypto exchange Binance has encouraged users to start converting their BUSD stablecoin holdings into other available assets, including newly listed stablecoin amid plans to wind down support for BUSD. In an August 31st statement from Binance, the crypto exchange confirmed prior speculation that will gradually stop support for BUSD by February 2024, a decision in line with Paxos' plans to end BUSD redemption at that time. The official statement is the first time Binance has addressed the subject after several users shared screenshots of a pop-up on their mobile app about the planned support halt. In its statement, Binance said it is encouraging users to trade or convert their BUSD balances for First Digital USD. Excuse me, guys, bad allergy day. FD, FUD USD. Wah, wah, wah. Stablecoin launched in June by the Hong Kong-based trust company First Digital Group, which had its debut listing on Binance in late July. The exchange added BUSD to FDUSD trades, and conversions are free. Kind of like same. I'm an idiot if you know what that means. High five to you. And on August 30th, the listed 8 BUSD pairs. The exchange has previously incentivized users to use the stablecoin with zero-fee trading pairs for FDUSD with Bitcoin and ETH. Binance's decision to halt BUSD support appears to follow the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on February 13th alleged BUSD was an unregistered security in a Wells notice it issued to Paxos. Same day, New York Department of Financial Services ordered Paxos to halt the issuance of BUSD. Wonky stuff. Welcome to a bear market, guys. All this weird shit happens during bear markets. I don't even trade on Binance. I don't hold any BUSD. If you're holding and this is affecting you, let's talk about it. Let's start a conversation. Let us know what's going on with that. Comments down below. Sip of coffee, moving on. Uniswap lawsuit, judge calls Ether a commodity in dismissal order. I slightly caught wind of this yesterday. I guess someone tried to slap Uniswap with a class action lawsuit. I could be completely wrong, but the rumor was, the small rumor that I caught, was it saying something, someone saying something along the lines that Uniswap is liable for scam tokens, for people trading in scam tokens, which is absolutely asinine. People need to take responsibility for their own actions. If you are aping into shit, listen to me, hear me out, right? If you are aping into shit without doing research, it doesn't matter, I don't care. If you're aping into anything without a thought that it could potentially go to zero, sorry, this is your fault. Look, I do some real DDEN like trades on DEXs and DeFi. Everything I put into a DeFi trade, my brain goes, I'm ready to lose all of this. And I have. There have been a handful of tokens that just launched that I'll throw like a few $100s into, that have just literally rugged in hours. And I'm okay with it. That's the game. That's the gamble. That's me taking responsibility for my own action and actions, right? Look, if you want to win big, you got to be okay with losing. Like that's the point. Now, would I ever dump, I mean, unless I had large amounts of capital, would I ever dump thousands of dollars into a DeFi degen trade? Absolutely not. Because of that. But I'm willing to take the gamble of risk reward. I'm willing to take a gamble of losing a few $100s on something that could potentially 100 to 1,000x. That's the game. But that's the responsibility. I think we're in a really weird place in the world right now where grown effing adults cannot be responsible. Not only that, they make really bad risk decisions, lose way more money than they can afford to lose, and then cry about it, saying, well, this was their fault, and the government should have this and that and the other. And I'm kind of the person that's, look, I'm 40 years old. I'm not young, but I'm not crazy old either, but I've been around for a while. What happened to grown-ass adults blaming everything that is happening to them on other people, as opposed to looking in the damn mirror and going, okay, I made this decision. I knew the risks involved. I made a decision. I got in bed with this shit, and it didn't work out, and I lost, and now it's someone else's fault. On top of that, the caveat to that is, so you go and complain about certain things. Sorry, this is a big ramble, but it's something I've been seeing a lot lately. That people that run to the government, oh, government save me, oh, government, they stole our tokens, we need regulation, we need this. Do you like you're not gonna get your money back? So what the fuck is, oop, there it is, there's the F-bomb. What the F is the point of whining and bitching and crying to these people that we all know don't give a crap about us, just so they can slap regulations on it? Like, I don't, it blows my mind. Anyways, supposedly, no, that's enough, guys. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I just want to get you the news, and I know I go off the rails here from time to time on my opinions, and that's not really what I want to do. But I'm sitting here talking to myself, so I don't know. Anyway, that's the rumor that I caught, that supposedly someone was trying to sue Uniswap, which is supposed to be a decentralized exchange. So who are you going to sue? Which I find really interesting. But sue Uniswap because of scam tokens. So we'll see what this says. United States District Court Judge Catherine Polk Faila is also the judge overseeing the Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit against crypto exchange Coinbase. Ooh. United States District Court judge has called ETH a commodity in her dismissal of a class action lawsuit against the decentralized exchange Uniswap. In August 30th, wow, I'm sorry guys. In an August 30th dismissal order of the case brought by Uniswap users who claim they lost money due to scam token. This is what I'm talking about. Ugh, this shit makes my blood boil. Let me start that over. Calm and collected. In an August 30th dismissal order of the case brought by Uniswap users who claimed they lost money due to scam tokens on the exchange, Judge Catherine Polk-Fiala wrote, ETH and Bitcoin were crypto commodities. Okay, let's take a huge step back real quick. Go back to that paragraph. They are claiming they lost money because there were scam tokens on Uniswap. Hear me, and I mean hear me when I say this. We are talking about an effing decentralized exchange. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Yeah, anybody who creates a smart contract or a chain or whatever can be traded on Uniswap. That's the point. This is absolutely asinine to me. Moving on. Sorry. Grow the fuck up. The distinction was also part of her reasoning for dismissing the case. I can't say it right. Fela said she wasn't convinced by an argument that Uniswap's token sales were subject to the Exchange Act. Interesting, Fela is also the judge overseeing the SEC lawsuit against Coinbase. She has also had previous experience in overseeing other crypto cases in the past, including one involving Tether and Bitfinex. Moving on, while her comment is not a distinct ruling on Ether's legal classification in the US, it comes as other judges have made decisions on cryptocurrencies, such as a July ruling classing XRP as a suit. We read that. We already know about XRP. In recent years, two U.S. financial regulators, the Securities Exchange Commission and the CFT, have tussled over jurisdiction concerning cryptocurrencies. We know Gary Gensler's a POS. The SEC chair, Gary, once claimed that everything other than Bitcoin is a security under his agency remit, but also while he was on trial, he couldn't tell them if ETH was a commodity or not. So, moving on. Meanwhile, the CFTC has laid claim to ETH and other cryptocurrencies as commodities per a suit it filed against Binance in March for alleged Commodities Exchange Act violations. However, U.S. lawmakers are yet to decide how the SEC or CFTC will be handed authority over crypto. Multiple bills to provide digital asset regulatory clarity are inching their way through Congress that vary in how to divvy authority between the two regulators. I'm so sorry, guys. Some, such as the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, aim to create a process for categorizing cryptocurrencies into either securities or commodities. Others explicitly hand power to a regulator, such as the Digital Commodity Exchange Act, which sees crypto spot exchange registered as and regulated under the CFTC. Digital Asset Market Structure Bill, meanwhile, would see cryptocurrencies undergo SEC certification to prove adequate decentralization before being given commodity status. I might dig into this a little bit deeper tomorrow because I really want to drive home how people really need to take responsibility for their own actions and stop blaming the exchanges, stop blaming, basically stop crying if they lose money trading, basically, especially in the DeFi shit. Grow up. All right, last but not least, I'll get you guys out of here. I promise. Bitcoin ETFs have a 75% chance of approval this year, Bloomberg and analyst. Bloomberg ETF analysts raised the odds for a spot Bitcoin ETF approval after a recent grayscale victory against the Securities and Exchange Commission. Bloomberg analysts have raised the probability for an approved spot Bitcoin ETF by the end of 2023 following a recent grayscale victory against the federal securities regulator. In an August 30th post on X, Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Eric Buchanan said they have raised the chances of to 75% from earlier 65% due to the unanimity and decisiveness at which the United States Court of Appeals Circuit reached its decision in the recent case. The judges unanimously, these lawyer words, the judges unanimously reduplicated the SEC's arguments, and the agency will struggle to justify further denials as it faces deadlines. Bloomberg analyst James Mr. S, we're just going to call James Mr. S from here on out, And Elliot Stein added in a separate August 30th note, in his own post on X, Mr. S added that spot Bitcoin ETF approvals will likely be a done deal by Q4, by the end of 2024. Q4, huh? Interesting. I've got people calling it in 40 days. We'll see what happens. Estimating the approval odds that have now skyrocketed to 95% by then. Balkunis added that given the recent legal and public relations loss, a denial by the SEC will be politically untenable. Over the next 5 days, 7 Bitcoin spot ETF applications are due for a first deadline. They're going to get pushed back. I really hope they wouldn't. Like, I would love to just rip this Band-Aid off and get it done and let's rock and roll and continue to move forward. They're going to get pushed back. That's my opinion. God, I hope I'm wrong. Please, please, be wrong. But I see those by Bitwise, BlackRock, VanEck, Fidelity, Invesco, WisdomTree, and Valkyrie. Bull Kunis said he wouldn't be surprised if the SEC delays these upcoming Bitcoin spot ETF applications. Neither would I. But the most likely outcome will be that we unexpectedly wake up to the SEC giving in and approving the Bitcoin spot ETFs in one hit, he said. Okay, here's my only little side note caveat to that. From what I have caught wind of, the SEC has 42 days to look at the Grayscale application now because it's being revisited and looked at. They're reopening the case based on this judgment they just got. They have 42 days to make a decision. I don't think they can push that one back because of all the stuff it's gone through already. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But if they've got to approve that one in 42 days, I'm assuming they're going to approve all of them in 42 days. Don't quote me. It's just some food for thought. It's an idea. Something to think about. Okay. That's it. Look at Bitcoin one last time. Nothing's changed. It is looking weak, guys. If we do not break this 27.3, we going down. I'm telling you. That being said, please follow me on X, BoringCrypto.io, for up-to-date stuff that you don't want to wait for the morning show to hear about. Per usual, guys, if you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on BoringCrypto.io, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, watch, like, share videos on all your social platforms, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I'm out of here.